Hello, hello, hello. I am here today with a video I've been talking about for half a year now. Like literally since December, I think. So let's just get right into it. There were 3 albums I had been wanting to talk about. I was waiting for the records to be delivered. But before I get into those, I have to talk about the last record that I bought 3 months ago, almost 3 months ago, and it is Chemtrails Over the Country Club by Lana, of course. If you've seen any of my previous videos, this is not a surprise. You should know that I am a huge Lana fan. I pre-ordered this right around the time, or maybe a couple weeks after, there was a lot of controversy. I don't remember the specifics. I just remember she did that one interview where they were pulling out quotes, and I did not watch the entire interview, so I can't speak for the context, but she was saying something like, I don't think Trump meant to incite a riot. And I guess it was after she announced the cover for the album. So if you aren't familiar, Lana, I think this is her 6th record, maybe. Born to Die, Ultraviolence, Honeymoon, Lust for Life, Norman. Yeah. This is her 6th record, and this is not the original cover. This is an exclusive for Target, and it comes with the red vinyl. But the original cover looks like, I don't know if it's inside the flap. It's just her surrounded by her friends. It's black and white, and then it's her sitting outside with a bunch of friends, and it's like a candid photo. I'll be honest, I purposely wanted to get this version because I don't really care for the cover. I think her covers can be a little polarizing. For me personally, did not really care for that cover, so I wanted to get the one with the Neil Krug photo. But when she had released it, she posted a statement on Instagram defending the cover and saying that there were people of color in the photo. And I think she was saying that she had remarked on that because she had seen people like questioning why she only had white people on the cover or something like that. I'm not really sure. I didn't see that, but that's what I think. That's what was implied. But one of the things she said was like, I've always been inclusive without even trying, which is just, I don't know, it sounds so inauthentic. And then something else too, where she said, like, I have friends that are rappers, or I've dated rappers, and to me that just felt so off to say. It's like she's using rapper as a euphemism for black person or black people, and it's that whole argument like, I can't be racist because my boyfriend's black, or I have a black friend. It's just odd to say, and just, I don't know, like, it felt almost like satire. Like, I didn't think it could be real, but I think it was real. I think it came from a place of defense, I guess, defensiveness. But it caused a whole bunch of brouhaha everywhere about that, and people wanting to, cancel Lana And yeah, I was really disappointed and put off by what she had said, but this is a situation where I definitely separate the art from the artist, because she is just my favorite. I loved this record. I think this is kind of a polarizing record. I feel like it's up there with Lust for Life in terms of the amount of people that don't seem to love it. I think it's a great album. I do think that side A is better than side B, but this starts off with the best opening song, White Dress. I love that song so much. It's so good. It's such a great introduction to the album. At first I was a little thrown off by the vocals, but as the song progressed, by the time I got to the chorus, I loved it. I love the men down at the music business conference line. I think that's great. And every time I listen to it, I love it more and more. So it goes from White Dress into Chemtrails Over the Country Club, which is another... Honestly, my hair... Okay, sorry. I think I was going on about White Dress, which I love, and then it goes into Chemtrails Over the Country Club, which is... I just love that song too. It's so good. Lyrically, I don't know, it really resonates with me. I think that's the beauty of Lana, is with each album that comes out, there's an aspect of it or some theme that feels super relevant to where I am at in life. She's like my spirit animal, or my spirit musician, but that's how I feel about Chemtrails. And so I think just getting hit by White Dress and then Chemtrails really makes this a special album for me. Okay, goes into Tulsa Jesus Freak, which is... the song is just hot. It's hot. It's white hot. But when she starts in with the auto-tune, it always makes me kind of chuckle. It reminds me of that song, that Lil Dicky song, Freaky Friday, where at the very end Kendall Jenner has a little voice cameo, and I mean, it's just her talking with auto-tune, and that's what I think of. That's what it sounds like. Let Me Love You Like a Woman, I love that song. That was the first single that came from this record, I think. And when I first heard it, I remember feeling very underwhelmed, but I love it. You know, it's a classic. It's strong. Wild at Heart, I like, but it's definitely one I sometimes skip now that I've listened to the record so many times. You know, when I'm really like listening to it, I do really enjoy it, but looking back, you know, nothing too outstanding. Then going on to side B, Dark But Just a Game. I really, really, really love that song. That's definitely got to be my favorite off of this side. Not All Who Wander Are Lost. I like it. I like the vocals. I even like the basic bitch quote there. I mean, who hasn't said that or reblogged that on their Tumblr? Is that even how you say that? Reblogged, repost? I don't know. It's been so many years since I was on Tumblr, but yeah. Yosemite, I like, but I don't know, something about it sonically doesn't. I think I like it. I like the lyrics more than I like the actual music, which is unfortunate. Breaking Up Slowly is probably the most skipped song for me. Sorry, just not really my vibe. It's a good song, but Dance Till We Die, I really like the chorus. I think the chorus is fun. Is it the chorus? I can't even remember, but no, it's a good song. It's a good song. But it's definitely not one of the standouts. And then I love the cover of For Free. I think the harmonies are beautiful. It's a nice song. It's just, I like her tradition of ending her albums with a cover. I think that's nice. Just, having a cover on the album. I love hearing artists cover other artists' songs. I just feel like it's a fun way to hear them in a new sound. So, great album. Really, really loved this album. Let's see if the 7th album comes out in 2 weeks? A week and a half? I will be very shocked if it actually does come out. I had heard that the name is being changed. So, okay, this is the one thing that really grinds my gears about Lana is the randomness of information that comes out and how things will get changed, but it's not really addressed. It's just you kind of have to keep up with whatever she says, and it's different. But anyway, so we were gonna get Rock Candy Sweet and then Blue Banisters, and then now I heard the name is being changed again. We'll see. I would have been fine with just having this one for the year and waiting until next year, but yeah. Another great album. I would be so excited and so happy if I had another Lana album to talk about by the end of the year, but we'll see. I have no expectations. That's the best way to be. The next album came with this, which I'll talk about in a second, but it is Petals for Armor by Hayley Williams. I had ordered this in, I want to say December, I think, and then I received this in March, I believe. I think somewhere around that time. This wasn't like my favorite album of 2020 for sure. I'm not even really, like, I wouldn't call myself a Paramore fan just because I haven't really listened to that much of Paramore. I did listen to their last album and, I liked it. I didn't super love it. There were a couple songs I really, really liked, but other than that, but this album, really knocked my socks off. I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did because I just assumed it would be however I felt about Paramore. But no, this album was so good. I loved the overall vibe of it. It's just a fun album to listen to. It's very groovy. And thematically, I love it, I love listening about someone reclaiming their strength and just kind of coming to terms with themselves and the way they feel about love and past pain, past wounds, and it's great. And there's hope in the album, and there's fear, and there's desire. There's a lot of life. When I ordered this, I also got this little, they're called the Self Serenades. It's just 3 songs, 2 acoustic versions of songs from here. So Simmer, and then Why We Ever, and then a new song she wrote called Find Me Here. I'm wondering if Find Me Here is on her second album, because she did release Flowers for Vases. Has another name at the end. I can't remember it. Yeah, she released that album, I want to say in January. I think January of this year. It was a very different vibe. It was way more folky, acousticy, a little more pared back, I guess. Not as upbeat. I guess, yeah, I would say it was not as upbeat. Still good, but this song was just, that was amazing. It's just great. Great. Okay, the next album, I think I ordered in November, December, but it just was on back order. And it is Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. I love this album so much. I first heard this in high school, and oh my god, I loved it. It was one of the CDs that I often had on rotation in my car. So hearing songs off this album definitely bring me back to that place in time. Dreams, I think, was the album, or was the song that I first really fell in love with. I love the chain. Who doesn't love the chain? And I feel like I hear it a lot now in commercials or in movies, so, which I don't mind. I feel like this is not a song I could ever get tired of. Go Your Own Way, that always reminds me of Rock Band, or was it Guitar Hero? I think it was Rock Band. In high school, that was like the game that everyone played, and so that would always be if it was my turn to sing, it would always be Go Your Own Way. But yeah, such great songs. You Make Loving Fun, Oh Daddy, Gold Dust Woman. So good. So, okay, the last album, I have some others, but I'm going to break that up into another video since we're just focusing on the ones I had been talking about. The last album I had been waiting for, which I got either at the end of March or maybe the beginning of April, can't quite remember. It's Shore by Fleet Foxes. This album came out in 2020, but I had to wait for it to come out on vinyl. It is a very beautiful, beautiful album. It's just perfect to listen to when you want to just vibe, you know? Honestly, I really love this album. When I first heard it, I think it was like the fall, early fall or mid fall of last year, and I really loved it. I haven't really listened to it since I got the vinyl, but yes, it was very good. Highly recommend checking this one out as well. So that's going to be that for this collection of records. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you